one of the things that really wrecks people's heads when they stop drinking alcohol is the cravings. And I think that notion of the cravings has been fed by past experience, right? By your own past experience, by, if you're trying to stop doing something before and you're getting cravings from that. But it's also been fed by this massive alcohol industry and the quit drinking alcohol industry as well. I mean, they're both firing in their own torpedoes into your efforts to quit, and telling you that your cravings might be unavoidable, and that your cravings might be so bad that you risk some bad consequences, physical consequences because of it. As I say, that fires a lot of doubt into you at the most. And if you can fire doubt into somebody who is weak in themselves because they have to make this change. I mean, people get to this point because they're at a point in their lives when they know they have to make change, and that gives them a certain amount of weakness already on top of the weakness that they've caused because of the alcohol. And I'll explain that. It's because, when you are in a position where you have to do something, where something bad is going to happen, and something bad is going to happen if you don't do it, it puts you in this place of weakness. Now, you can use it as a strength as well, but it has an element of weakness because if you fail, that all this bad shit is going to happen to you. So it creates this negative framework inside of your mind, and that is the thing that can pull you down. I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com and habitsunplugged.com. If you're looking to stop drinking alcohol, you can subscribe to this channel. We post up videos all the time, at least once a week. Click on the bell icon and you'll get notified for all the videos that come up in the future. Give us a thumbs up as well, because it really does help us to get the word out there. It helps with the algorithms and stuff. So you are where you are in this moment because of everything that you've done in the past, right? And all you've got is this moment really to do anything. I mean, the past is gone, the future is not guaranteed, and so all you've got really is now. I mean, you can think and you can plan about the future. You can change your own past by thinking about it and just reframing it in different ways so that it's not as effective to you, especially negatively effective. You want to change it so that it's positively affecting you, right? And there's ways of doing that, but the only time that you can take action is right now in the moment. And this is what scuppers people. I find this all the time, that you get people that come into Habits Unplugged, for instance. We've got a two-week preparation phase. And the preparation phase is designed to gradually reduce alcohol, to gradually put you in that frame of mind where you're ready to stop. You're ready to step across that line mentally. It doesn't matter about physically, because for most people that physical stuff is, it's by the by. It's not going to affect you really much if you're mentally ready to make the change. But the problem is that if you get to, it's easy to think about stopping drinking alcohol and not having alcohol when you're 2 weeks out from it. But a lot of people, they gradually move up towards that day, and the fear grows because the time that they've got now to drink is shrinking, and the time when it comes to take action is shrinking as well. Like I say, 2 weeks ahead, it's easy. A week ahead, it's a bit more difficult. Tomorrow makes a big difference, So when you're in the moment, though, you've got to think about your cravings as something which is very, very temporary. It doesn't last. It will soon be over. What does it last? 5 minutes? It depends on you. You can do a lot of stuff mentally again to reduce the cravings. So you can turn the craving dial down, or you can turn it up. You can elongate the cravings, or you can narrow the time frame down so that they're not lasting that long. But you've got to think about this in terms of your discomfort right now in this moment. What's that going to matter in an hour's time, right? If you have 5 minutes of discomfort and you get over it now, in an hour's time, you're not going to think about it. You might think, oh, you're well done, and you'll clap yourself on the back. What's it going to matter in a week's time, or a month's time, or 5 years' time? It's not going to matter. The things that are going to matter will first start off if you don't stop drinking alcohol. The things that will matter to you are sitting in a doctor's office in 2 years' time when you know you should have quit drinking alcohol 2 years ago, and you know that the doctor's going to tell you something which you don't want to hear, right? That's a negative thing. That's the thing that's going to matter, because you couldn't put up with a craving today, right? These irreversible health issues that you've got now because you should have given it up 2 years ago. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about this is something that will happen in your future, right? A relationship that you have now that in the future, in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, because you didn't stop drinking alcohol, now that's going to end, right? In 2 years, 3 years' time, you're broke because you didn't stop drinking alcohol, or you're struggling financially, You're struggling in so many different ways because you didn't stop. Now, on the positive side, if you do stop drinking alcohol, think about yourself in the future, that you can now say to yourself, one of the biggest things that people say now is, I find it difficult to be able to say, I'm never going to drink alcohol again. That's a difficult thing for me to put across to myself. In 5 years' time, imagine you saying to yourself, thankfully, I never have to drink alcohol again, because you've changed your life, you've changed your mindset, you've changed everything about yourself, so that you are created not a person who used to drink, not a sober person, right? Or a person who's in recovery, but a brand new person who doesn't drink anymore. Alcohol doesn't make any difference. It's like, you stopped wearing a nappy when you were a baby. You don't think about it anymore. You get over that and you move on with the next part of your life. That's the way you want to be thinking in a year's time or 2 years' time, right? When you're living a full and a healthy life, because you made the decision in the moment to put up with a craving, right? When you've got money and you've got more money and you're saving and you're making more money, you've got a better job or you've grown a business, whatever. You've improved your life in some way because you made that decision now, and you put up with the craving right now in this moment, because you are now building the best relationships, love relationships with your family, with your brothers and sisters, your parents maybe, your children, your friends, all because you decided to put up with the discomfort of the cravings right now, here in the moment, right? So just remember that there is no safe amount of alcohol, so forget moderation. That's out the window. Put up with the cravings, beat the battle, and move on. I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Like I said, if you are ready to get help to stop drinking alcohol, there's a link down below for a book, Habits Unplugged, 10 Steps to Stop Drinking Alcohol. You can download it right now by clicking on that link, going to the main website, alcoholmastery.com, and there you'll see a little box. Put your first name in it, your email address, and click on the send me the book, I think it says, something like that, and I'll send you the book straight away. But you have to open it up and you have to read it. You have to follow what's inside it in order to make changes, but they will make changes in your life. So listen, take care of yourself, keep the alcohol out of your mouth, and I'll speak to you again soon. Onwards and upwards. All right, bye now.